So today is the anniversary of the attack in Israel made by Hamas, 2 years ago? And there's a few things you don't know, and a lot of people don't know. Some of this I just found out. But one thing you don't know is there was like 6,000 to 7,000 of those guys, and they were not all Hamas. They were a little bit of everything. They were Al Qaeda. They were Iranians. There were a big group of Syrians, about 34,000 more, that were supposed to attack as well from the north, but they chose not to. It could have been much worse. But anyway, it was just a hodgepodge of all of these radical guys, other religions, Islamic religions. So most people don't know that. They think it's all just tied to Hamas and Gaza, but it wasn't. And another thing that most people don't know is it was actually a practice run for what's going to happen here in America. That is the plan. And there are people who know this and people who specialize in foreign relations that can tell you this. Unfortunately, I'm not anybody. I don't have all those receipts, but I am going to point you to some people later and maybe post a couple of videos where you get more information on all of this. So I just got a video last night that just was horrific. And it was a video of that day, 2 years ago today. And it's just a suburban area, just like we live in here in America. And they went door to door. Some of them knocked, some of them kicked the doors in. They just grabbed people off the streets and they just killed them. They shot them, they kicked them, beat them, burned them. I can't show you the video because it's just way too graphic, but I even saw one take a hoe and try to chop this man's, well, he did chop this man's head off that was still alive. He was wounded, but he was still alive. And that's what we have to look forward here, because you'd have to be kind of brain dead not to notice what came over the border for the last 4 or 5 years under the Biden administration. All those military-age men, most of them Islamic, all of them have a hatred for America, and that's what they're here for, and people don't get it. It just blows me away. I can't believe it happened, much less that we allowed it to happen. But anyway, gotta cut this short. More later.